Hi, everybody. This is Ebony of Literacy Innovations coming to you with another hands-on reading comprehension activity. For today's activity, we will create a board game. Your learner will create this game after reading any book of his or her choice. This is where creativity meets comprehension, as your child should have total creative control over what their game will look like, how many players can play, the pawns that they use, whether they're going to use a spinner or die, whatever they're going to do, this should be on them. They decide what their game board should look like. The only requirement is that they have 10 to 15 questions related to the book that they have read. The book that I read was President of the Whole Fifth Grade by Sherry Winston. It is an excellent book, if I do say so myself. It has some of everything you can think of, from mean girls in school to what happens when you have best friends and then they become friends with someone else, to sabotaging her campaign and all of that. So it was like really great. And it also talked about entrepreneurship as well as philanthropy. And also it had timelines in there. So that's a text feature that's very important for us to use. And also Brianna, the main character, was creating a cookbook at the same time of her cupcake recipes. So that's an excellent book, 4.8 reading level. It also had information about like history, like about former presidents and things like that. Very good book. Just a brief summary. Brianna was in the 5th grade, and so her main goal was to become a gazillionaire, as she called it, just like her idol, who was Miss Delicious, who was a celebrity chef. So she was on the right track until her nemesis, Jasmine Moon, moved in, and she moved from a totally different city or something like that. But so it was just crazy, but a very good book nonetheless. So now my game board. So for my whole game, I used 2 pennies, which served as my pawn, a die, which I then covered and made it like a number cube, numbered 1 through 3. I had unlined index cards here that I use to put my questions on. I use another index card for my answer key. I used a regular plain white sheet of paper for my directions, and I used a piece of construction paper for the board itself. And so to reinforce the paper for my board, I used a Capri Sun box and cut it up just for reinforcement. So here's my game board, and then here's the Capri Sun back, just so it wouldn't be flimsy. So my game board is like, basically they can roll the die, and once they move, we have the start space, and if they land on a pick a card space, then they have to pick a card, and then they have to answer a question after that. This is one of my pawns, which is a penny that I've covered with Spider-Man duct tape. Here's my other pawn, which is another penny that I've covered with silver duct tape. Here's my die, which is just a number cube 1 through 3, because a piece of construction paper is not that large. And then here is what I use to do my questions. And then my directions, just a regular white sheet of paper. So this activity, your child can be as creative as they want to. They can do, there are no parameters except for they must have 10 to 15 questions, and then they also must provide the answers for the answer key. The game board, they can be free to deck it out as much as they want to. But so I hope you enjoyed this activity. I hope you will do this activity with your learners. And as usual, have a great day and stay safe. Bye.